Good evening, boys and girls. We are back again for lesson 5 of our homeschool lesson. Mr. Tull here with my partner.
Mr. Roemer, what's up, guys? Here again, once again.
All right, so this week we're going to be messing around with the striking long handle implements again. You know how we do it. Quick introduction right here. What we're going to need today, you're going to need your long handle implement, a ball or a bouncy object. If you don't have any of those, you can use a paper ball like me and Mr. Roemer. You're going to need some good self-space. Don't want to knock anything over or hit anybody. And then if you have one, a paper towel roll. If not, it's all good.
Yeah, it's okay if you don't have one, but preferably if you do.
Yeah.
And then for the class year review, so as you say, we already greeted each other, Mr. Roemer, Mr. Tull. So we're going to do our instant activity first, as always, our warm-up, just to get our blood flowing, get our muscles warmed up, blood nice and warmed up. We're going to go over what we're learning today. Obviously, you guys know we're still in our long-handled implements. We're going to learn some striking on that. And then our activity focus and our review and closure. So for our instant activity, it might be a little bit hard for you guys, but I'm going to walk you guys through it. So you guys are going to hold a push-up position. So it's going to be a plank, except you're not going to be on your forearms. You're actually going to be on your hands. And we're going to do this for 30 seconds, rotating each one. So let me start out here if you guys want to get a good self-space. Out of the way. All right, so we're just going to hold plank for 30 seconds. See here. Start now. Set. Go. Just make sure you're keeping your back nice and straight. Kind of like push-up position. This is great for your abs. 20 seconds in here. This is more of like core workout, I'd say, the whole warm up. So we're going to do 5 exercises, and then we're going to repeat the exercises, but it's more of just holding. Seeing how long you can hold them for. All right, so we got 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, nice job there. Now we're just going to move into our squats, so 30-second squats. So we're going to hold a squat position, pretend like you guys are sitting in a chair for 30 seconds. A nice position, so you can stopwatch here. All right, ready and go. It's 30 seconds. Make sure your knees aren't above your toes there. Pretend like you're sitting in a chair, butt nice out wide. Get a good stance. Make sure you're nice and comfortable. About 15 more seconds here. This is great for lower body, great for your quads and your calves. All right. About 5 more seconds here. Keep it up, keep it up, keep that squat. All right, and done. All right, now we're gonna flex. You guys don't have to do that, but you know, always Hulk's got the muscles. All right, now we're gonna go back into the push-up position for a plank for another 35 seconds here. Well, actually just do 30, it's easier. So the same thing as always for your core. So we're going to that 30 seconds starting now. Make sure you hold up in a push-up position. We're not actually doing push-ups, we're just holding it for the plank. Put it for about 20 more seconds here, back's nice and straight. Hopefully your core is nice and engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. And for this one, we're going to do squat jumps. So we're going to do 15 of these. Those are going to be the same thing. We're just going to squat down in the air and then jump as high as we can. We're going to do 15. We'll do 10 of these since these are a little bit harder. So start sit down, jump up 1, jump 2, jump 3, jump 4, jump 5, jump 6, jump 7, jump 8, jump 9, and jump 10. Nice. Now we're going to do 15 seconds regular planks. So these should just be nice and easy, nice and quick. These are actually going to be on your forearms this time. So knock these out really quick. On forearms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right. Now we're just going to repeat it. We're going to go a little bit quicker this time. Just kind of speed through it. So we'll do 20 seconds for the planks this time. Second time around here, push-up position. 20-second plank. Now we're not on our forearms. We're going to be on our hands. So let's start now. 20 seconds. Back nice and flat. Make sure your core's engaged. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right. Now we go into the 30-second squats. Pretend like sitting in a chair. Nice and big. Ready, set, go. Put into the chair. Make sure your knees don't go over your toes. Really emphasize that body balance. This for about 20 more seconds now here. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, back to 30-second planks. We'll do 20 for this one. So let's get right into it. Make sure your back's straight. Always engaged. So start now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, then we're just going to do 10 squat jumps here. You guys are working up quite a sweat. I know I kind of am. So we get into these two. So 10 of these, down, up is 1, down, up 1, up 2, up 3, up 4, up 5, up 6, up 7, up 8, up 9, and up 10. All right, and the last one, we're just going to do regular planks on our forearms. So just do these for 15 seconds real quick, and this will be our last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right, nice job, guys, for a warm-up. Hopefully I got your blood flowing and your muscles moving a little bit in your heartbeat. I know mine kind of is for those abs, so good job, guys.
All right, so today we're going to learn how to strike an object using our long-handled implement. Our standard for the day strikes a ball with a long-handled implement, sending it forward while using proper grip for the implement.
Yep, so we'll show you guys that. So same as before, psychomotor. We're going to be able to strike an object with a long-handled implement at different levels successfully at least 4 out of the 5 times, or off the tee. And then we're going to be able to answer the questions on the flip grid about striking a long-handled implement with 3 out of 3 success rates. Hopefully you guys will be good with that. And then as always, show good sportsmanship before, during, and after your tasks.
All right, so just some quick vocab for our lesson today. You've got your long-handled implement. It's your long object used for striking. Paddle, used for hitting in various different games. Swinging, attempting to strike an object. Striking, swinging an object at a target, excuse me. And I will know that I've learned it when I can successfully strike a ball with my long-handled implement 4 out of 5 times. All right, Mr. Roemer, do you want to talk a little bit about sleep, and then I'll finish it off?
Yeah, so as always, guys, sleep is like one of the most important things, especially with being physically fit. Always going to be weightlifting, cardio is always going to be important, and diet's going to be important. But the third thing a lot of people do not always remember is sleep. Make sure you guys get at least 8 hours of sleep a day, depending on your age. I know the average is 7 to 9, but 8 hours is great. If you even get 7, maybe try to fill in a gap for like an hour or two. Try to get a nap to squeeze in so that you're replenished for the day, because if you don't get enough sleep, you're going to be groggy. You're not going to be able to think clearly, and you're just going to be, not yourself. That's why it's so important to make sure you get sleep, and not only sleep, but good sleep and consistent sleep, and always at the same time making sure you're trying to get a routine down, and always trying to stay consistent, I should say. So always aim for that 8-hour mark.
Yep, and just bouncing off of what Mr. Roemer just said, sleep is actually really good for it regulates your mood. So people that don't sleep as much or get less sleep are usually the ones that are a little groggier, a little more irritable. They've probably got a not as nice attitude because they're always tired. So getting that nice 8 hours of sleep is super important. Helps you stay energized throughout the day. You wake up, you feel really good, and it can also help you relax. Clearly, when you sleep, you're gonna be relaxed. It's probably one of the least stressful times of a day. So getting that good sleep takes the stress off your shoulders a little bit. let you relax a little bit. And then it also, it's really good for your health. Just sleeping is super good, keeps you healthy.
Yep. And way to go to that. So as always, remember sleep, important. So for our first activity, we're going to be practicing striking at a low level, or I guess we should say swinging. So that's going to be, like your golfers or hockey, field hockey, if you guys play sports like that. So as always, it's going to be sided target, turn front shoulder behind the ball, arms reach back, turn back shoulder past, and then reach forward, swing smoothly, and then a Ferris wheel. It's kind of like a circular motion, making sure you're following through at the end, which will kind of show you there. And make sure your head's always steady. So we'll play this 4 minutes. For the first minute, I just want you guys practicing using nothing. For the second minute, then we'll introduce the long handle implement. And for the last 2 minutes, we'll actually introduce the ball and we'll practice some golfing ourselves, just striking it, all right? First minute here, like I said, make sure dominant hand right under our non-dominant hand. I know it's kind of hard since we don't have anything in our hands. We're at side to target, head down, eyes on the ball, twist your arm back, cock it back, and swing on the ball, follow through, and then track the ball and swing. So just kind of keep trying that form there.
Really good thing to remember when you're going for form is when you swing back, you should almost touch your back shoulder with your hands. And then when you follow through, you should touch your opposite shoulder. So just focus on that. Touch a shoulder, touch a shoulder.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Or a Ferris wheel act almost, or like you're drawing a circle, sort of, almost like a semicircle, and making sure you follow through at the end. All right, so just practice a couple more seconds here without anything. All right, now if you guys want to grab your implement, whether it's a broom, plastic bat, or even a golf club, if you just want to be really careful, I'll show you the placement. So might not be as comfortable, but as you can see here, dominant hand, non-dominant hand, swinging, eyes on the ball. Make sure you guys have enough room, cocking it back, and then Ferris wheel striking. You guys might have not have a lot of room. It's probably best to do it as like a low level. So kind of like putting. Same thing, arms back, hands tight, and just a soft swing hit. As you can see, if golfers, when they putt, try to get it in the hole. About 20 seconds here, just kind of like soft practicing, soft swing at a low level, and then we'll introduce the ball at the end here. So hopefully you guys can see my floor okay. Yeah. So like this. You guys see that okay? Yeah. All right, so this minute here, we'll introduce the ball. So we don't even have a target or anything, but if you want to set up like a cup or something, I have a cup nearby. Want to kind of practice like you're trying to shoot a golf, like a target. Go right there. You're going to keep your eye on the ball, line it up perfectly, and you're going to strike. So it's going to be a little bit harder if you don't have a golf ball. Paper ball is going to be rolling around, but it's important just keeping your eye on the ball, and as long as you're making contact, that's what's most important. So right there, I missed. You guys want to try to maybe go against the wall. Try to else you good. Maybe even a bouncy ball. So now we're just going to practice hitting the ball, trying to send it forward, trying to see how far you can get.
Yeah, and even if you don't want to try hitting the ball, you can at least put the ball down, and it gives you a good visual aid of like where you should be. Excuse me, where you should be aiming while trying to hit that ball. So as you can see, Mr. Roemer's got his cup set up there.
Yeah.
And he's put his ball down. Even if he doesn't want to hit the ball, he could just swing next to it just to make sure he's getting that nice arching swing underneath.
I'm going to line up. That's kind of hard with the paper ball, but at least as long as you're trying. And, just short. I'm just going to put it up, follow it up with the putt. There you go. And cut. So you get one more. If you want to challenge yourselves by trying to do a far one, you can as well. Off here a little bit. Line it up. Just short. Alright, so practice about 20 more seconds here. Low level. Remember, this isn't even for golfing either. If some people do field hockey, ice hockey, same thing. That's more of a push motion, but always striking. That's what's important. Just about 5 more seconds here. Get one more in. Ah, just missed. All right, good job with that one there. All right.
For activity 2, we're going to practice same thing, except we're going to be doing it at a medium level this time instead of a low level. So for a medium level, you can almost think of it as a baseball swing, or like you're swinging during a baseball game or a softball game. So pretty much the same concept. You're going to be facing towards your target. But this time, instead of that low motion, you're going to come through the middle. And remember what we talked about last week? It's almost like you're chopping wood. So as you can see, it's Christmas time. We've got my nice Christmas tree here. If I was swinging at this, I'd have my shoulder towards the tree, and I would chop towards it. And if I'm playing baseball, I'm looking for that nice like contact swing, and then I'm going to come back through and follow through.
Yep. All right. So let's get into it here. So for the same as last time, first minute we'll practice without using anything. Second minute we'll practice with actually using it, and then the last 2 minutes we'll practice with the ball as kind of we did before. If you have a paper towel roll, we can use it as a tee, or we'll just throw it up and you guys just try to strike it. Right now, first minute we're just practicing our stance, practicing our striking. Make sure your power cues at medium level. As Mr. Tull said, striking a tree, take a tree down. You know how baseball is. They're swinging usually medium level. Sometimes they have to go a little bit lower or higher, but anything between your shoulders and your knees is going to be that medium level strike zone area for baseball and other sports and stuff. So about 20 more seconds here, just practicing. Medium level. We'll introduce our long-handled implement. A couple seconds here for you guys to practice.
And we want to remember when we're swinging with our long handle implement, we want to have those knuckles lined up like we talked about last week, where it's almost like you're knocking on a door. So as you can see, my knuckles are all lined up right there. And it allows for that nice rotation when you come through that allows you to follow through.
Yep, so right now we're just practicing without using a ball, self space, and you should be very careful. Don't want to hit anything. Doesn't have like a stick nearby or a plastic bat. I got a broom. That's probably not the best, but just pretend to get the job done. Making sure we're practicing our follow throughs. Eyes on the ball. 20 more seconds here. Ten, 9, 8. And then for the last 2 minutes, we'll introduce a ball. So if you guys want to, it's before. You can use a tee. You can use like a cup if you want to stand the ball on top of the cup. Practice striking, or if you just want to toss it up to yourself, self space, practice striking. Do that as well as Mr. Tull. These next 2 minutes here. Put our eye on the ball. Oops. Making sure we got a good self space. And we're striking the ball as hard as we can. Good self medium level. Knees bent, shoulder width apart. Oh, missed there. Now I can't swing as hard as this area. Follow through and strike. Practicing last 90 seconds here. 20. Practicing medium level. If you guys have a tee, that's great. Don't have like a table or anything. But if you get a different angle, it's always okay to just toss it up to yourself as well, even though it's a little bit harder. Or if you just don't feel comfortable, you can always just keep practicing. Pretend like there's a ball kind of sitting on the desk, line it up, and then as kind of with the golf swing, swing above it, kind of like you're practicing. Following through at the end, lining up, following through, striking, through, striking, grab the ball, hands up, strike. All right, so about 30 more seconds here, practicing our medium level. So remember we did low level, now we did medium level. So for the next one we'll get into is a high level, which we'll show you guys next. Whoops. This will be loud. 10 more seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, nice job. All right, now so the third one, we're going to be practicing striking out at a high level. So that's going to be, your lacrosse sports sometimes when you're striking, or even fishing, those kind of cast back. Oops, be careful. See, I just hit my wall. Kind of like your so kind of like when you're shooting a cross stick or across that crossball into a lacrosse goal. You step with 2 hands, kind of like the baseball before. It's going to go above your shoulder. You should have both hands in both hands. You're going to strike down. You're going to thrust it down with power and pretend like the ball is being released. So kind of similar to fishing or like lacrosse. Strike down, throw, kind of like you're throwing and/or hitting the ball. And
you can also think of it as like chopping wood again, instead of coming through at the middle. You're like using an axe, chopping your firewood with an axe.
Yep, exactly. So practice the first minute without holding anything. It's kind of like you're fishing. Or right hand above the left, above the shoulder. Remember, if it's a high level, that means it's always above the shoulder. Cock back, thrust down, and strike. All right. We thrust down, we're going to have power. Try to get a snap at the end, especially if you're playing lacrosse or some sport. So that way you get some nice power and some nice speed on the ball when you're fishing. Same for if you're fishing, if you want to go fishing, you want to strike, thrust down, have that fishing hook go as far as you can, have it out there. So these are more of like lacrosse sports, maybe even baseball if you're trying to go for those high balls, but it's definitely not recommended. These are more for your, high area contact sports. Just keep practicing for 30 seconds here. You go above your shoulders. Got 2. Lots of 5 more seconds here. All right, now we're going to be practicing using our implement. Be careful with this one because, as before, I just hit my wall. So you guys are going to be careful, but kind of the same motion before, like having a cross stick, fishing pole, full thrust, striking down, striking at a net, striking at a ball. This can also be used in sport cricket, which I know is popular. But yeah, mostly used in fishing and lacrosse as well. I think anything else. So about 25 seconds here, just practicing using our ball. And practice the other side too. With easier behind the head. Make sure you get a good stance. Both hands on the ball. Dusting down, snapping at the end. Especially in lacrosse, if that ball is going to be in your actual net, you're going to be trying to score. So that's why for these last 2 minutes we're going to be trying with a ball, but try to pretend like the ball is actually with you in the lacrosse stick when you're shooting. But for now, we're just going to be practicing striking at a high level, which is going to be above our shoulder, thrusting down. So if you guys want to get a ball down, striking down on it.
You could use this as almost like you're hitting ground. You're going to try and hit a ground ball. So if you're a coach for baseball, you can use this, hit a ground ball to your infielder and let them throw it. So you can almost think is you're going to throw your ball up and hit it down. So it'll get that bounce off to your infield.
Mm-hmm.
Up, down.
Yeah.
Up.
So you're striking at a high level. You're on the ball. Oh boy. I'm going to just lose my ball. Oh, I must have lost in that corner there. All right, I'm going to need a piece of paper quick.
And for these last 50 seconds here, really, really focus on that coming down motion like you're chopping that wood.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry to make the ball there. 30 more seconds here, practicing that ball, tossing it up on it. First, full hitting your laptop screen. I know I just did that, but obviously be careful when you're doing that. So, nice. So 15 more seconds here. Finish up your last striking. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. And now for our last one, for these last 4 minutes, we're just gonna be practicing all levels. So whichever your favorite, whichever you prefer. Just gonna be kind of rotating through them. So low level, medium level, high level, whichever.
I want you guys to count how many times you're able to successfully make contact with your object each time, and then add it up at the end. So see how many times you can make contact with the low, and then the medium, and the high. And we're going to see how far we can also hit it. We're going to try and hit for distance this time too.
Yep, so I'm going to actually practice my low level for the first minute here.
But as we said earlier, do this either outside or in an area where you're not going to break anything, because we don't want to break anything inside the house and make mom and dad mad.
Yeah. Long handled implement's going to be hard. Then shorter, just because it's, not as much, it's a bigger object and smaller room, but always good to try to practice, keep down. All right, so I'm going to practice on low level for my 20 seconds here. Oh, there we go, inside. Should keep in contact with the ball. You see my screen okay? Yeah. All right. That's the ball. Striking. Shut down. Ball. There we go. Nice. All right. So now for a minute here, I'm going to practice medium level striking. Like I'm chopping a tree. Baseball or such. All right, about 2 minutes here. All right, minute 45 here, practicing a lot. Keep practicing my medium level striking. Also, all right, so now I'm going to practice my high striking for these last minute here. Fishing or hit the cross, or trying to hit a grounder like basement. All right, another minute.
All right, boys and girls, we got that last minute, so let's try and get in those last few hits, see if we can hit for that distance using those proper forms and that nice follow-through swing that we talked about earlier.
Yeah, keep it out. I'm actually just going to rotate now. Low, medium, high, low, medium, high.
Got that last 20 seconds. Everybody get in those last few.
Oh. All right. About 10 more seconds here. About finishing up which level you guys are doing. 2. All right.
Awesome job, everybody.
All right. You want to take this one or you want me to take it?
Yes, sir. I will take this. So, final review. We got our flip grid code over here in the corner. Our 3 questions for the day. 1, what cues are involved when hitting the ball at a low level? So remember what we talked about, that nice fluid, it's like an arching swing. And then you've got your nice grip on the club. And remember, you should be touching shoulder and then opposite shoulder on your follow through. 2, what level was your favorite? Tell us, low, medium, or high. Did you like swinging like a golfer? Or did you like swinging like a baseball player? Or did you like breaking your firewood? And then 3, was this lesson easy, medium, or hard? and tell us why. Doesn't have to be long, can only be like a minute, 30 seconds. We just want to hear what you guys got to say.
Yep, exactly. And then for next class, we're going to be continuing striking using the ball, using a long hand implement. Maybe we'll try to assess some targets, try to get you guys into it next time. Kind of like same thing, we're going to be doing different levels, different strikings, but just be prepared to have a long handle implement and a paper towel roll and such for the next class.
And that will be our final homeschool lesson of this year. It has been great with you guys, and we're super sad that next week's our last one, but hey, we've done our time. It's been pretty fun.
Yeah, and as always, you can visit the PE program at the bottom right if you have a QR code for that one. And as always, guys, stay safe, make sure you take care, and we'll see you guys next week for our final teach.
See you, everybody.
All right, I'll see you guys.